So how can you do this problem in 60 seconds or less? On Wednesday, a baker produced 100 more loaves of bread than were produced on Tuesday. So Wednesday minus 100 is equal to Tuesday. On Thursday, the baker produced 50 fewer loaves than were produced on Tuesday. So you have Thursday plus 50 is equal to Tuesday. From here, we can quickly establish that Thursday is equal to Wednesday minus 150. If the total number of loaves were produced on all 3 days was 230, how many loaves were produced on Wednesday? So Wednesday minus 100 plus Wednesday minus 150, that is equal to 230. And the answer is H. How was I able to do this problem so fast? So first things first, this problem can be done maybe in 30 seconds if you super rush, but it's a longer problem. So on the test, I would definitely skip it and then come back to it. So the biggest problem with this problem, no pun intended, is to translate English into math. So every single sentence we need to rewrite into a mathematical expression. Let's try to do this. Now the denomination. So we know that we have Wednesday, we know that we have Tuesday, and we know that we have Thursday. So Tuesday starts with a T, Thursday starts with a T. So we cannot just use T for Tuesday or T for Thursday. So denomination will be, for Wednesday we'll be using W, that's just easy. For Tuesday we'll be using TUE, right? And then for Thursday we'll be using TH. So that is the fast approximation that you probably learned from your calendar planning. All right, so let's go with the very first sentence. On Wednesday, a baker produced 100 more loaves of bread than were produced on Tuesday. So we can interpret this as either Wednesday is equal to Tuesday plus 100. However, since we're looking for Wednesday, I would try to plug it, like I would try to solve for Tuesday here, right? So I would like move 100 on this side and just say W minus 100 is equal to Tuesday. I will explain why in a second. Okay, so that is the first expression, the first equation we have. Now the second equation. On Thursday, the baker produced 50 fewer loaves than were produced on Tuesday. So here, that's a little bit more straightforward. So Thursday plus 50 is equal to Tuesday. Okay, so this one is slightly more straightforward, right? Because, fewer, so Thursday plus 50 because Tuesday he produced 50 more. Okay, now that's the second equation we have. If we are to write out the final sentence out, now let me change the color one more time. So the final sentence is, if the total number of loaves produced on all 3 days was 230, what does it mean? It means that Tuesday plus Wednesday plus Thursday, that is supposed to be equal to 230. Now the question is this. So for Wednesday, we just plug in Wednesday. Wednesday is Wednesday. Okay, cool. For Tuesday, we can plug in this, and that's why we had to solve for Tuesday, right? Because like I'm not like, I need to plug in just the Tuesday, so I'm plugging W minus 100 for Tuesday. So W minus 100, that is my Tuesday. Now the question is, what about Thursday? And here's the thing with the Thursday, right? So if I'm to solve for Thursday from here, for example, I gotta get Thursday is equal to Tuesday minus 50. So if I plug it in, it's not gonna work because I just need Wednesdays in my equation, right? So I cannot plug in Tuesday minus 50 for Thursday. So I need to find out what is Thursday in terms of Wednesday, right? I hope that makes sense, right? So what is Thursday in terms of Wednesday? How do I do this? So I have these two equations. They're both equal to Tuesday. So therefore, I can say that W minus 100 is equal to TH, Thursday, plus 50. And from here, I can solve for Thursday in terms of Wednesday. So if I subtract 50, I will get W minus 150 is equal to TH, okay? So now I can plug in plus W minus 150, and that is equal to 230. Now from here on, the solution is sufficiently fast. So Wednesday, so that's 3 Wednesday, minus 100, minus 150, so minus 250, that's equal to 230. Now if I'm to add 250 to both sides and cancel that, I could get 3W is equal to 480. Now from here on, W is just 480 over 3, which is clearly 160. The answer is H, that's it.